Hello, my friends. We are back with another book. Jules right there. Fred's in my lap. Jules wanting attention. Yeah. Alright, so we are back with another version of The Three Little Pigs. This one is the wolf's point of view. It is called The True Story of the Three Little Pigs by a Wolf, as told to John Scieszka, illustrated by Lane Smith. So this is the wolf's point of view on what happened in the situation with the Three Little Pigs. Okay, guys? This is a kind of a long book, so we're not going to sing our song today. This book, let me tell you, this book was given to me by one of my college professors, and she was my advisor, so she gave me advice on like what classes to take, and she was also a really good friend to me. Her name was Dr. Sacerdoti, so she gave me this book because she knew I loved the Three Little Pigs, and she also gave me a story retelling set to go with the Three Little Pigs, but it's at school. So this is a very special book to me, okay, guys? All right. Everybody knows the story of the Three Little Pigs, or at least they think they do. But I'll let you know in on a little secret. Nobody knows the real story, because nobody has ever heard my side of the story. So there's not really a picture on here. It's just some sticks, some bricks, and some straw to make out the E in everybody. I'm the wolf, Alexander T. Wolf. You could call me Al. I don't know how this whole big bad wolf thing got started, but it's all wrong. Maybe it's because of our diet. Hey, it's not my fault wolves eat cute little animals like bunnies, sheep, and pigs. That's just the way we are. If cheeseburgers were cute, folks would probably think you were the big and bad too. Goodness gracious. So there's Al, the wolf. And he's talking about if cheeseburgers were cute, then we would be big and bad too. That people would think we were scary. But he's saying he's not scary. I mean, he can't help that. That's what they eat. He's right. He can't help it. But like I was saying, the whole big bad wolf thing is all wrong. The real story is about a sneeze and a cup of sugar. This is the real story. So, a sneeze and a cup of sugar. Let's see what this is all about. Way back and once upon a time, I was making a birthday cake for my dear old granny. I had a terrible sneezing cold. I ran out of sugar. Can't make a cake without sugar. But he's making a giant mess. He's got it all over him, looking sneezing. Ugh, nasty. So I walked down the street to ask my neighbor for a cup of sugar. Now this neighbor was a pig, and he wasn't too bright either. He had built his whole house out of straw. Can you believe it? I mean, who in his right mind will build a house out of straw? He's right. It's kind of crazy. So, of course, the minute I knocked on the door, it fell right in. I didn't want to just walk into someone else's house, so I called, little pig, are you in? No answer. I was just about to go home without the cup of sugar for my dear old granny's birthday cake. That's when my nose started to itch. Uh-oh. I felt a sneeze coming. Well, I huffed and I snuffed. And I sneezed a great sneeze. And what happened? And you know what? The whole darn straw house fell down. And right in the middle of the pile of straw was the first little pig, dead as a doornail. He had been home the whole time. It seemed like a shame to leave a perfectly good ham dinner lying there in straw, so I ate him up. Think of it as a big cheeseburger just lying there. Poor little pig. That's his booty right there. He was saying it's such a waste just leaving that there. It looks so delicious. Just think, if you went up to the house and you had to sneeze and you blew the house down, and in the middle of all the straw that you just blew down was your favorite meal just sitting there. Would you eat it or would you leave it? Gotta think. I was feeling a little better, but I still didn't have a cup of sugar. So I went to the next neighbor's house. The neighbor was the first little pig's brother. He was a little smarter, but not much. He had built his house out of sticks. I rang the bell on the stick house. Nobody answered. I called. Mr. Pig, are you in? He yelled back. Go away, Wolf. You can't come in. I'm shaving the hairs on my chinny chin. Little stick house. This is a razor, like you shave with. The hair's all on his chin. I don't know what's up with my lighting today, y'all. I really don't. I had just grabbed the doorknob when I felt another sneeze coming on. I huffed, and I snuffed, and I tried to cover my mouth, but I sneezed a great sneeze. You're not going to believe it, but this guy's house fell down just like his brother's. When the dust cleared, there was a second little pig, dead as a doornail. Wolf's honor. You done killed another pig. Now, you know how food will spoil, and if you just leave it out in the open. He's right. So I did the only thing there was to do. I had dinner again. Think of it as a second helping. I was getting awfully full, but my cold was feeling a little better, and I still didn't have that cup of sugar for my dear old granny's birthday cake. So I went to the next house. This guy was the first and second little pig's brother. He must have been the brains of the family. He built his house out of bricks. I knocked on the brick house. No answer. I called, Mr. Pig, are you in? And do you know what that rude little porker answered? Get out of here, Wolf. Don't bother me again. Got a big old belly from eating 2 pigs. You think he's going to eat this third pig? I sure hope not. Full of pigs. Talk about impolite. He probably had a whole sack full of sugar. And he wouldn't even give me one little cup for my dear, sweet old granny's birthday cake. What a pig! I was just about to go home and maybe make a nice birthday card instead of a cake when I felt my cold coming on. Uh-oh. I huffed, and I snuffed, and I sneezed once again. Then the third little pig yelled, and your old granny can sit on a pin. Pin's like a needle. Granny blowing his nose. Pig's looking out of a little window in the door. Poor Wolf. Can't catch a break. Now, I'm usually a pretty calm fellow. But when somebody talks about my granny like that, I go crazy. When the cops drove up, of course, I was trying to break down this pig's door. And the whole time I was huffing and puffing and sneezing and making a real scene. Look at him. He looks crazy. I mean, if somebody talked about my granny like that too, I'd get a little mad. Wouldn't you? Somebody talk about your grandma like that? The rest, as they say, is history. The news reporters found out about the 2 pigs I had for dinner. They figured a sick guy going to borrow a cup of sugar didn't sound very exciting. So they jazzed up the whole story with all of that huff and puff and blow your house down. And they made me the big bad wolf. That's it. The real story. I was framed. So he said this is the newspaper that they came out with his picture on it, making him the big bad wolf, and he's crumpling it up right there. But maybe you could loan me a cup of sugar. Get him in jail. He wanted a cup of sugar. That's all he wanted. Do y'all believe him? Do y'all think that this whole thing's been blown out of proportion and that all this wolf wanted was a cup of sugar? Well, he told you. He went to the first house and he knocked. Nobody answered. And then he had to sneeze, and dead pig. And I mean, if I saw a cheeseburger just lying there like he said, I would. Fred. I would eat it too. I mean, you can't just let food go to waste. And he went to the other pig's house and sneezed, and there's another dead pig. I mean, can't just leave food. It'll spoil. I mean, and then that other pig talked about his granny. Just rude. Maybe I have to believe the wolf. You believe the wolf? Let me know. Comment and let me know if you believe the wolf or not. Alright? So, I've decided that I'm going to do 3 videos next week instead of one every day. I'll do one Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I hear you, Jewel. I know it. I'll do one Monday, Wednesday, Friday for y'all instead of one every day, okay? I hope you enjoy your spring break, and I hope you're having a fabulous weekend. And if you celebrate Easter, happy Easter. I hope Easter Bunny brings you something. So I will see you Monday. I hope you enjoyed the book. I think I believe that wolf. You let me know if you do or not, okay? Bye. I love you.